Mr. Speaker, when I've called on the Premier to end his proposed large hydro rate increases with an effective demand-side management approach, he's repeatedly said that Manitoba has been rated #1 in demand-side management. Mr. Speaker, we've dug up the relevant report. It was from 5 years ago, Mr. Speaker. It reports on the year before the member for St. Boniface was even Premier. Sadly, as I table yet again, today, under his leadership, Manitoba has slipped so far back in demand-side management that we are now rated 25th out of 25 states and provinces evaluated. How does the Premier justify burdening Manitoba families with continuous rate increases while still ignoring effective demand-side management?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the member for River Heights putting the same table in front of us that he put in front of us a week ago. We said we've gone from number 10 to number 1 on energy efficiency in Canada, and just this morning, Mr. Speaker, the minister responsible for the City of Winnipeg, along with the Minister of Hydro, announced more Power Smart programs in Manitoba. It's very significant. Since 1999, $800 million have been saved by Manitobans through conserving energy. Now they will be able to do that at higher levels of income. They will be able to do that with more convenient tools. They're going to be made available to them. Manitoba Hydro employees are going door to door in the north end of Winnipeg, explaining to people the opportunities they have to save energy. And these opportunities are opportunities that are available to all Manitobans, Mr. Speaker, when it comes to Power Smart programs. There are programs now available for landlords. There will be additional programs for commercial operators. There are long-standing programs for residents in Manitoba, Mr. Speaker, conveniently financed on the hydro bill. Manitoba Hydro believes people can conserve energy.
Please, the Honourable First Minister's time has elapsed.
Mr. Speaker, a few programs doesn't mean a comprehensive approach which is effective in reducing electricity consumption. The Premier often compares Manitoba's hydro rates to everyone else in North America. With the rate increases Manitobans have been burdened with each year, and 2 in the last year, the Premier stands on pretty shaky ground if he intends to continue along that line. With the continuing inflation increases to Manitoba hydro bills are to stop, the Premier needs to chart a course for lower hydro rates, and that he is not doing.
Not at all.
With no new and effective approaches to put the brakes on, how does the Premier expect Manitoba's families to deal with these large rate increases?
Mr. Speaker, we will, through an independent audit, every year table in this legislature the rates for electricity, the rates for home heating, and the rates for auto insurance, and we will guarantee that they will be the lowest in Canada. We did it last year, we've done it this year, and you know what, Mr. Speaker? They were the lowest rates in Canada. That was a great accomplishment for the people of Manitoba, and we will continue to do that. The Power Smart programs provide additional opportunities for Manitobans to save on their energy bills. By 2017, the annual savings will be $157 million. Today's new initiatives take it to a new level of savings for Manitobans, $157 million annually. Very significant savings for Manitobans. And we look forward to further announcements for Manitoba Hydro on Power Smart programs, which will allow Manitobans to conserve energy, save energy. You will see new technologies, you will see new tools, and you will see new opportunities for Manitobans to conserve energy, because they believe that a kilowatt saved is a kilowatt exported, which earns higher revenues, which pays down the cost of the dams and keeps Manitoba's hydro rates the lowest in North America, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, in its final report before the NFAT review, the Consumers Association of Canada said, and I quote, Manitoba Hydro did not develop assumptions and parameters for additional demand-side management in its original business case and did not incorporate additional demand-side management into any of the alternative demand-side management development plans. Manitobans have heard the Premier's rhetoric many times over, and still they are seeing their hydro rates go up and up and up. I ask the Premier, when exactly can Manitobans expect his NDP government to stop burdening Manitoba families with more hydro rate increases?
Mr. Speaker, all the members of the opposition were opposed to the idea of having uniform rates for hydro for rural and northern Manitobans. We brought that legislation. We passed it in this House, Mr. Speaker. At the home that the Minister of Hydro and the Minister responsible for the City of Winnipeg were at this morning, the program that they will participate in will save them somewhere between $500 and $700 a year on their electricity and home heating bill, Mr. Speaker. That's a very significant saving for that homeowner. And those benefits will be available to hundreds, if not thousands, of Manitoba homeowners. Mr. Speaker, we believe energy conservation is a very key element of the affordability equation for Manitoba. And Manitoba Hydro not only will be announcing new programs, they'll be rolling out new opportunities for Manitobans to conserve energy, save money, and keep a low cost of living in Manitoba, Mr. Speaker.